Well, hey everyone, Dylan here, and I know I said in a past video, like, ooh, old Raw reviews are going to return, but this is not what I meant. I'm just catching up on one, specifically the February 24th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw. We're in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I instantly groaned because I know a Paul brother will be here. I'm not here for that. And then they run down the show for the night as everybody arrives. So as everybody arrives, Punk comes out in his car, and my prediction was automatically, I bet you it's one of these segments where all the chamber participants not named John Cena comes out. And guess what? I think I'm right. Anyways, Punk comes out to the ring. The Paul brother says something stupid because he comes out to the ring also. And then Punk runs down the Paul brother. And I love that part of this promo, even if it's just a work. I still love it. Alright. It was just a segment to just get heat on the Paul brothers, so I guess I was wrong. So, I want to apologize in advance because usually I'm better about this, but I don't care about anything the Paul brother says in case it's not obvious in my reviews. I usually try to skip what he says. So, Paul brother said something stupid. Punk, however, did a pretty good job cutting a promo about how he's somebody, unlike the Paul brother, and on Saturday, the Paul brother will figure it out. It. He gets slapped by the Paul brother as he runs away, and that's how we end that segment. Thankfully, no longer talking about name redactive. Commentary wraps up that segment, then recaps the whole Penta, Kaiser, and Pete Dunn little feud we have going on. And I think there's a triple threat we're going to do. Oh yeah, we go into that triple threat where Penta takes the first loss against Kaiser. Kaiser ends up winning after planting Dunn with his sister Abigail into a hammerlock DDT finisher. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, I wrote down this officially sends Penta into the mid card, and I hate to say it, but so far I've been proven right. Commentary wraps up that segment, then has a promo package for Cena being at the Chamber. This is when he's still a little babyface Cena. And then we have Jackie Redmond, who interviews Rhea Ripley. She talks about the Chamber and then transitions to her match next week, where Rhea says that she will watch the Chamber, but next week she needs to beat Io, which, spoiler alert, she doesn't. Watch my review. And then next week she'll add Io to the list of, I guess, people she's beaten. Io pops up next to her and says something in Japanese, I'm not sure, and then says that she will beat her next week and go to Mania as Women's Champion, which, she's right. Why do you ever question Io Sky? Come on now. They pose, I think, with the title in the picture, as they send it to commentary to wrap up that little segment. They plug a bunch of WWE shows, then the New Day comes out for a promo, where after getting booed, they said that the town should be grateful for them, and then the LWO comes out. They have a match against each other. It ends with the New Day winning after cheating to win. After the match, Dragon Lee gets beaten down by the New Day and tries to hit him with a finisher, but the numbers gets the best of him, and I think they slipped up on powerbombing him, so they do it again. He gets a sloppy powerbomb. After that, go backstage to the clubhouse, where Finn ends up chewing out Dom, and Carlito tries to stand up for Dom, but Finn tells him off for talking a big game while doing nothing. Dom says that he gave him the chamber spot, but Finn lost. That's not Dom's fault. They bicker for a bit until Liv and Raquel come in, and Liv tries to group them together about how it's great that they're winning gold tonight because the women are going to win it. Finn calls them out for their attack on Jade, and they said that they weren't involved in that. It must have been somebody else. Tensions are high, and they decide that the men will do their thing and the women will do their thing without the others accompanying them tonight. And that's how we end the little clubhouse segment. Commentary plugs another place. I'm not sure what that meant. And then we see Gunter coming to the ring after ad, which, by the way, at this point the show has been on for an hour and it feels rough. Yeah, I can kind of tell by my little review there. I was about to say I don't remember any of this show. Alright, Gunter comes out to say that he is the reason why they're all excited to see him in action tonight. And then he talks about Mania and how he's not angry about Jay being his opponent. He's warming up to it, finally. So he embraces the clown at Mania and he ends this little yeet circus. He says he offered Adam Pearce a match tonight with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, and he handpicked an opponent. And his opponent was Akira Tozawa, which that really surprised me. I was like, huh? He said that he handpicked him tonight because, like the two clowns he hangs around, He wasted all of his potential just to entertain degenerate fans, and just like Jey Uso, he's making the wrong choices for his career. At Mania, Jay's career will end tonight, but Tozawa can earn his respect by beating him tonight. He shoves him around until Tozawa tries to fight back. Unfortunately, he's going against Gunter, who chops him multiple times, powerbombs him, and that's it. Wait, actually, Tozawa has a comeback? What? Yeah, Tozawa gave him a drop kick and rolls him up for even a 2 count. He tries to drop kick him again, but Gunter catches that and reverses it into a Boston Crab, which gets a rope break. I don't know what universe I'm in, but the fact that Tozawa actually stood a chance against Gunter surprised the crap out of me. He gets chopped in retaliation to it, powerbombed, and pulled out of the 2 count to get choked out on the mat for Gunter to win. As it ends, he tries to put Tozawa back into the choke, but Otis gets pumped up and goes after him. Gunter runs away until Otis is distracted checking on his friend, and then he puts him into a sleeper. Until Jey Uso comes out to save him, the place yeets theirself to death. Commentary plugs some matches that are happening later on tonight, and then they run down the IC title match coming up with Lyra Valkyria, who wins against Dakota Kai with a Nightwing. Dakota Kai ends up hugging her after the match and walks up the ramp before being taken out by Ivy Nile, who also takes out the champion, then holds the title to end the segment. They plug just so much WWE shit coming up, and then do a chamber recap / hype promo for Kevin versus Sami. Then Sami has a sit-down promo with Jackie Redmond about how he went over to Kevin's house and talked to his mother, and he felt shame because he wanted to do bad things to Kevin and his family. That's how far this has gone. By the way, update, the chamber hasn't happened yet. I don't know why I said recap. Anyway, he says that he's not feeling quite like himself or somebody he could recognize right now, and he will do the worst things he's ever done to Kevin, and he hopes that Kevin's ready for it. They plug the chamber, that little match. Then we see the JD Men's Edition go into the ring for Dom versus Braun Breaker, where Breaker ends up winning by DQ to Judgment Day beating him down. He powers out from them and then hits Carlito with a spear because he remembers, oh yeah, I threw Carlito over the barricade. Finn tries to hit him with a chair afterwards, slides into the ring with it, but Breaker ends up catching the chair before he can, as Finn retreats to end the segment. Once again, they recap SmackDown, which I'm really tired of saying that, and I'm tired of seeing SmackDown on Raw. Anyway, and then we see American Maid walking backstage. Ivy's asked about the attack and is asked if that was to give her a title match, and she said of course it was. Next week the Creed brothers get a tag team title match, and she'll attack Lyra until she gets hers. Then the Viking Raiders attack the Creed brothers from behind. They have a big old little brawl, and then we go to the ring after that segment ends to where the real American hero, Cody Rhodes, comes out to the ring. He cuts a promo on what The Rock asked him about. This was the whole selling your soul thing. He said that he will not lie to them, that whatever choice he makes of the chamber will affect his whole family, including Brody Jr., the Nightmare Factory, and everybody in his life not named Dustin, because for some reason we're not going to mention Dustin Rhodes, including his father. And after stalling, Seth Rollins comes out and says that as much as he would love to give him respect and say that after the chamber, when he wins, according to him, they'll have a great WrestleMania match. But he's out here to actually ask him what the hell is he thinking. He reminds him of last year and berates him for actually thinking about teaming up with The Rock and taking his offer, and he feels disrespected by the choice. He asks him if the title is too much of a burden for him because it's not for Seth. Cody says that he wishes that it was different, but he knows that Seth is one to talk. He talks about Seth's history of stabbing people in the back. He also knows that he has a body that can barely function. He helped him gain the title, so he thanked him for that. Seth says that he's not out here to judge him because maybe he's out here to protect him even. Ever since he made those calls, he's filled with hate, but he doesn't want to hate Cody. He doesn't want Cody to make him hate him. He says that he's going to win the chamber at Mania. He wants the actual Cody and not a soulless one. He tells him that he's not coming for his soul, but he's coming for that title. And that's how we end that segment. It sounded like a lot of rambles. I don't remember it, or if it was a lot of rambles, but dang, that's what it sounded like. Maybe it's my notes. As we look at a pondering Cody, we get a hype package for the tag team title match coming up, which, by the way, after a killer match, Raquel and Liv cheat to become the new tag team champions as the place goes crazy for them getting gold. They end the show literally within the last couple seconds with them raising the titles and showing the recaps as we fade to black. So yeah, that sounded like a crazy show to end. Let me rephrase. A crazy ending for a show. The rest of the show kind of sounded, with all due respect, kind of sounded like a show you could skip out on. I'm not even going to lie to you. But you know what? I'm glad I put this review out. I know in the past I've said a lot of shit. And I know like 2 or 3 episodes ago I was like, oh hey, we're going to have some classic reviews out of Monday Night Raw. I just want to clarify off the bat that this is not what I'm talking about classic reviews. And if you want to hear a classic Raw review, tune in Friday. Alright, that's all a little... yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's all the tease I'll give to that. Alright, bye-bye! Just kidding. Bye!